And funny enough, it's beginning to dawn on people that a lot of women have also learned the act of being unfaithful. Only that our women have been... Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sama. So in this video, I want to talk about a basketball. Today's important, like this thing came out and I wanted to speak about something that I have always wondered about. Personally, I have wondered about. And so if you don't know, Basketman is a Nigerian comedian. So I'm surprised people are saying it's 2 years ago. I actually thought it feels like a few months ago to me, but time flies. But anyways, so this man came out and said that his marriage was over and he wasn't going to talk about it. And this is the first and the last time he's going to talk about it, because a lot of marriage breakups are always dragged on social media. There's talk back and forth, and you know, he said, this is it, it's over. No, but like, this is it. I'm not going to talk about it. And I'm one of those that said it's a good thing. You know, it doesn't have to be dragged on social media. Okay, let me leave that. I want to speak about, now he came out. He posted this lady, and this is the caption of his post. The caption says, about to step into the next chapter of my life. Okay? And that was all he said. And people were leaving comments. And some people are saying maybe it's an advert. Maybe it's not an advert. But, you know, I don't know. Whatever it is. But let's say this is a new woman in his life. My question, or what I don't understand sometimes, is, you know, the way, okay, this is Nigeria, where is a society that they say, oh, what do you expect? Men will be unfaithful. That's normal. As long as it comes home to you. As long as it comes home to you, you're the one that is at home with him. You are the real wife. You are the this and that. It's okay. So women, unfortunately, not every woman accepts that. But a lot of women, you know, are beginning to have that mentality. He cheats. Waiting, I'll do. At least he's coming home to me. At least I'm the one he's with and all of that. But they be like, oh yeah, but they forget. Listen to me. The mistake they make, or even the men, when they be like, oh, they're unfaithful, and just unfaithfulness, and I just want to play away match. What ends up happening sometimes, right, is people play away match and then you hook. Let me put something else here. There are some people that are still traditionalists that believe, you know, that the man can have 10, 20 wives. There are people that are Muslims that believe a man can have up to 4. So let's not forget that there's that variation, right? But let's speak on a general term on monogamy and Christianity and all of that. Okay, play away match. People forget. If you permit that, I say it's just a away match. All it takes is for one woman, just one woman that he will meet, and that away match becomes something else. And then his heart is gone. Or the woman that say, it's just say, don't mind, I say they do, but, and then the man falls in love. It did happen. So what happens in that situation? It's supposed to be a monogamy. So for him now to maintain that monogamy, and he has fallen in love with somebody else, what did he go do? He has to get rid of one person for the other. Because, you know, if they allow small, you get, I don't know what their own situation is. Okay, the other area that I really want to speak about is this. Let's even talk about a situation where we don't know what happened, how the man ended up falling in love with somebody else and all of that. But let's say a man or even a woman has fallen in love with somebody else, a husband or wife, fiance, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And the man or the woman, because it can be both ways. Let's actually start emphasizing on it more, because you see, you come to Nigerian kind of society, they're like, yeah, you know, man cannot be with one woman, a man this and that, and that. And funny enough, it's beginning to dawn on people that a lot of women have also learned the act of being unfaithful. Only that our women have been now women seem to be, if I can say, smarter at the game. Why am I saying this? If we are finding out after decades that the children in the house do not belong to the man, or maybe 2 or 3 of the children don't belong to the man, what does that tell you? For the woman had been unfaithful, but God don't know. So when some men think they are the wiser, they whatever, they know how to do all this dodgy, it seems that Nigerian women are perfect. Those that choose to do it, it's like they're just happy the work, that they are never even found out. No sign The only side that they will end up finding out is those children were not theirs. I feel like the men that deserve such women are those men that are unfaithful. I feel that unfaithful men deserve unfaithful women. Unfaithful women deserve unfaithful men. It's unfair when a woman has been faithful, but the man is not, or the man has been faithful and the woman is not. Okay, let's leave that aside. Now, let me ask it as a question, because it's something that I'm very curious about and I wonder about sometimes. Whatever the situation is, let's say the man is no longer in love with his wife. The woman is no longer in love with her husband. And they sit at home and stare at each other and as in, they're just looking at each other, but the affection is gone. It's completely gone. How those people that have mastered it, please come and maybe explain in the comment section. How are they supposed to continue as a couple when that emotional connection and all those connections are gone? In this case now, basket mouth, people are like, oh yeah, oh, there's even a text or whatever. They found that there was a time you wished that lady happy birthday many years ago. So you don't take it, whatever. But let's actually say this. We don't know what happened, but let's say basket mouth fell out of love with his wife and fell in love with somebody else. What should actually be the solution? Especially, like I'm saying, is a monogamy situation, right? So it has to be one wife. Okay, what should such a man do? Or a woman, because it's vis-a-vis, vice versa, right? What should such a man do, or such a woman? You're looking at your partner. They are looking at their partner, the love is no longer there, or they fall in love with somebody else completely, their hearts are gone. Should they continue to come home and pretend for the rest of their lives? Guys, I'm asking this as a question that has always bugged me in my head, in spite of the fact that I speak against unfaithfulness and all of these things. You understand? I am absolutely against all of that. But I want to, this other part of the coin, I'm trying to understand it, because I feel like, sometimes we just cover it with maybe Christianity or whatever, societal, whatever, we don't think about, because I think that one of the worst places to be, personally for me, is in a home with a man that no longer loves me. I would rather a man tells me he doesn't love me anymore. He's in love with somebody else and we go our separate ways. I'll prefer that than for him to come home and just be the man of the house, whatever. And we're no longer emotionally connected. We're not close. When he doesn't love me anymore, but he's just there because he's the husband and he has to continue playing that role, but his heart is gone. I wouldn't want to, I feel, everybody's different though. Personally, for me, that would be one of the worst places in the world to be in. Because I think about it, the world is big, the world is big. Why should a woman be stuck with a man that his heart is gone? Gone to someone else, especially gone to someone else. And she says, I have a husband, but her emotional needs are not being met. The thing we say, two become one, is no longer there. What is the joy in that? Another thing that I have noticed is this Nigerian society. There are a lot of marriages that are already over. They are just continuing because of society, because it's what it is, not because they love each other, not because they have any connection, not because they have no feeling. There are no feelings. Sometimes it becomes like just that cordial respect. That's it. The respect you give to your neighbor, or maybe this one because he's the father of my children, or because he's the mother of my children. But that's it. The real connection is gone. So I'm saying it again. Let's actually talk about it. What is the solution when the heart is gone? Because I can say, let me put it this way. I made a video in which I was talking about how, even if you don't feel like you're in the mood as a woman, to do, in the other room, just sometimes just help the man's ministry. There are other ways to help the man, just help his ministry. You know what I mean by that? The other, let me know, I'm not giving you lectures, but other ways, when you're not in the mood to just help the man's ministry, when the fire day in body, you know what I mean? Just help quench the fire and make it calm down, right? And I know I saw comments that were saying, no, if I'm not in the mood, it's not going to happen. A lot of people have their opinions. But I can tell you guys that, for a woman to be with a man in the other room, and if the feelings are not there, she may not get wet. There are other things that may make a woman not to be wet. Stress. A lot of things. Just stress, that's not the marriage stress, work stress, other kind of hormonal issues, on and off. There are some off days in the month for a woman and stuff like that. But let's talk on a normal day. There's nothing wrong, just that she's no longer in love with this man. The man may lack the ability to make her wet. Let's be honest, that sometimes a woman may still be wet, even though she doesn't really understand it can happen. But I'm just saying, typically. So a woman is not wet, and you're trying to dance. It's like somebody is like grinding stone on something soft, if that makes sense. So that's basically a torture, right? So let's say this woman, for example, now, basket mouth is a man. So imagine a woman, for example, that no longer loves her husband, and then he comes and she just can't dance with him. What is the way forward? Because it's painful when she does it. It's no longer enjoyable because the love is gone. What is the solution? Is it advisable that they should just stay there and continue for the sake of what exactly? Another thing I want to speak about is when there's violence. I'm one of those children that grew up in a home where the parents no longer loved each other and there was violence. And I can tell you that no child deserves to experience what we as the children in the house experienced. But when my parents finally split up, I was happier. Not because I was happy that my mother was gone, but I was happy because I was like, okay, she's going to be safe now. There'll be no more fights. The trauma of children getting to watch their parents fight. Let me not make it a long video. I'm using this as an opportunity for us to discuss. Most of my viewers are matured people. And I want us to have that conversation. What happens when a man no longer loves his wife, he's in love with somebody else? What is your advice to that man? To come home and not be there, because a man can be with you at home, but he's actually not there with you, he's with somebody else. In a way a man should be with a woman. So should a woman stay and be like, oh, he's loved somebody else, and just stay there, and just continue? Or that's the question I'm asking. Let me say it this way, I already said it. There's somebody that said it, that they walk away when love is no longer being served. Would they walk away from the table when love is no longer being served? Right? When should people walk away? If a man no longer loves his wife at all, and the worst part is like he's in love with somebody else out there, madly in love. Or a woman doesn't love her husband anymore. Let's say she's madly in love with somebody out there. Sometimes we'll forget. I think people focus on, okay, now, if you no longer love somebody, should you continue because you owe your life to them until the day you die? Do you get my point? Should you be in that relationship by fire, by force, whether you like it or not, whether you're happy or not? Are you really indebted to somebody? Like, whether I love her or not, we are here, like, you know what I mean? But let's not forget that that's how people have ended each other's lives. Because sometimes the person's life is even, the person being alive is like a torture to them. They feel like this, do you know that some people, there was something Tonto Dike said when she was angry with the guy that, there was a audio that Popogri taped in which she said that Churchill, her ex-husband, that it would have been better for her if he had died. At least people will call her a widow. I hope I'm quoting her correctly. Do you know there are a lot of men that their lives have ended? Not only men, women. Because the love was no longer there. And they were worried about societal stigma. And they feel like widows or widowers get more, sympathy. No judgment compared to a divorcee, a marriage that failed. I was in a salon in Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos, and to relock my locks. And there's this lady that was there. She came from abroad as well, and she was saying something about, she believes that, she said she loves her husband. And she said, but she's not going to lie there's been 1 or 2 times or a few times that she has fancied another person. For whatever reason, she just fancied them. But like, you know, there's a part of her that be like, you know what, don't do, like, she doesn't go all the way because of who she is. That somebody else may end up actually going ahead with that, fancying that person and see where it leads. But she didn't do it. But the fact that she knows herself, what's in her head, makes her realize that she can't judge that person that started to give it a try. She said that, I was like, you know, I processed a lot of things in my head. I started processing what she was saying. And she said, she has told her husband, she said, I love him. I actually love him. I've known him for maybe, I think she said 10 years. We were in college, university together. We've known each other for a long time. But she said something. But she didn't realize, I don't think she realized how powerful what she was saying, or the things she was saying, how powerful they were. She said, you know, she has told him that, you know, of course we're going to work on our marriage and make it work and everything. But she said, but if it ends up not working, we have to remember that we tried. Oh, that gave me goosebumps. We have to remember that we tried. We have to remember, appreciate the fact that we gave it everything. I was like, wow. I wasn't expecting to hear such a thing. I want to make another video. I'm going to talk about why people sometimes should be grateful to their exes. There are women or even men that have become more successful after they walked away from one relationship. Successful in different areas. Success is not always about money. There are other ways to be successful. There are women that have walked away from one marriage and went into another one, and they've had the best time of their lives. Or women that even didn't go to any other marriage, but they are having a great time by themselves. Because when they were in a relationship, they were basically by themselves as well. There are men that have walked away from marriages and their businesses just, boom, explodes. Sometimes I heard something that stuck with me. They said rejection sometimes is a redirection. So I want to make that video on a different day so that video can stand on its own. When I see couples that have gone their separate ways, what I look for is, how did you do it? Do it peacefully. I am very conscious of the need for it to be done peacefully. I just can't realize that, you know what, we don't work. You buy, and can't be friends. I tell people, and a lot of you may not know this. Everybody that I've ever had a crush on, that have had crush on me or dated, whatever, I don't have anyone that I'm an enemy with. Well, there's one person. There's one person. And that person, the problem is not realizing that I have the right to say, I don't want to be married to. You understand? The person wanted it to end up into a marriage, but I didn't want it. But that person was struggling to accept the fact that I, as a woman, have a right to say I'll not do again. Have a right to say I'll not do again. You know, because you love somebody or you want somebody, doesn't mean you must have them. They have to want you to. So there's just that one person that, no, me and that person, because there's so much hatred in their hearts because of my choice not to marry them, right? Apart from that, anybody I've ever crossed paths with, whether now dating, whatever, crush, whatever, any of them, I see them today on the street. If you see me and the way I would rapport with such people, you'll be surprised. You know why? Because I don't live with enmity and grudges, whatever. I always live peacefully. It's just who I am. Live peacefully. And the thing again, I always live. That's why I want to make a video about why we should, men, women, be thankful. Reasons to be thankful to your ex. And I can show you areas where your exes have been a blessing in your lives. No, but anyways, I just wanted to bring that topic here. What happens? Because society now is saying, oh, you left. But something else I want to say is that if he, let's say, when she met him, let's say it was a nobody, he didn't have this and that, and okay, now he's successful, you know, and then she can't. I believe that no woman or man should go empty-handed because they've built something together. Finance, you know, all of those things. So of course, you know, that aspect is on a different level. But when it comes to emotionally, you cannot force somebody to continue to love you. One of the most painful things is to love someone that doesn't love you, or someone that doesn't love you anymore. So I'm coming back to this. People now saying, basket mouth, he did this, what exactly did he do? That he stopped loving his wife and walked away? Or people believe that if he didn't love her anymore, he should have continued. Because that's what some men do. They continue, and then that other lady that his heart has gone to begin to have children, and they are doing secretly, and then after 20 years, they now come out with grown children, and then it's another saga on its own. So what happens? Maybe there's a way. People maybe suggest, how does a man, or that's another one actually, how can a man or a woman, how can they fix their hearts to continue to love somebody when they don't feel the love anymore? Because we forget sometimes that this love is not, you don't put it in the fridge. You open it and say, yes, I've taken it, I have the love now here. Sometimes that love can quench for whatever reason. So what should people do when that love is no longer there? Do you support the idea of a couple staying together when they no longer love each other, when they absolutely hate each other? Continue like that till thy kingdom come? Or what? I don't know. I think I've said a lot here, right? What are your opinions when love is gone in a relationship? What are your opinions? What should people do when that happens? Should they stay together lovelessly? Or should they move on? And I personally feel like is the right thing to do is not to torture somebody in a loveless relationship. My stand, because my opinion may not be yours. I feel like one of the worst things you can do to somebody is not love them anymore and leave them to be there. Be there and just get nothing but crumbs from you. For me, that would be painful. I don't know what your opinions are. Whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section. This is one of those videos where I'm genuinely asking this question. Leave your opinions. I want to read and I want to learn. We can always rub minds and just, learn from each other. Forward to your comments as always. Please leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye. I think, let me say this. Maybe we should do it this way so we can actually have an idea. You can write a comment saying, oh yeah, this is how they can fix it, this is what they can do, rekindle their love, blah, 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 and all of that. You can write that, or whatever your opinions are, write that. But at the same time, can we actually have it almost like a poll where, some people say to leave when the love is gone. To leave, just write leave. To stay, just write stay. Let's actually have an idea what people think about this. I'm looking forward to your comments. With that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, sometimes people say I should show them my princess dress because I've been talking about my Nigerian princess dress. Let me show you guys this one. Oh, I'm sitting on the floor. I'm sitting on the floor. Let me show you guys. So this is what this one. This is what this one looks like. Princess dress. I'll get up so you guys can see it very well. You can see it's flared. This is the back. Can you see? I think I made a video. I haven't posted it about this. I bought them for 3,000 naira each. Can you see very well? See, this is where the princess is. See this part? There's the real princess part of it. So yeah, this is my dress, side of it. Yeah. You can tell I'm feeling myself. Whenever I wear native wears, whenever I wear native wears, I feel amazing. I feel like a princess. So yeah, that's it. Bye.